my name is Sandra, and today I am sharing a rhythm stick routine to the Dance of the Sugarplum Fairies by Tchaikovsky. It's the Nutcracker ballet suite, and this is a very simple activity that even your kindergartners will be able to do. So let's get started. I've divided the piece of music into sections A, B, C, D, and E. Each section or letter will have a different rhythm stick action. And so I'll take you through each of the actions for the letters and then give you some teaching tips on how I might teach this in the music classroom. Then I will demonstrate how it looks for you. The complete pattern for this piece of music goes A, B, A, C, D, D, E, A, B, A, C, and then rest on shoulders. I'll be having my students sit on the floor to do this activity. So the first thing I do is we're going to have, this is ready position, or you can do this, ready position. So we're nice and quiet waiting for that first downbeat in this piece of music. The A action is tapping down on the floor. The B action is tapping in front, and it's TT, so the A section is on the beat, or slower beat, and the B section is going to be tapping TTs. The C section is going to be tapping from high down to the ground. The D section is going to require some lateral movement, so we're going to tap right, then left, then right, then left. The E section action is to tap overhead, and then it's going to have a roll down. At the very end of the song, I'm going to have them put their rhythm sticks on their shoulders to rest. Each of the sections has 8 beat patterns, and the A section is 8 taps on the floor, and then the B section is going to have 16 taps, but because we're doing it TT, it's still 8 beats, or the 8 slow beats that I'm using in this song, and so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. The C section is tapping high to low for 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the D section is going to be tapping left and right a total of 16 times. I've got DD so that we're using that number 8. That will help students keep the idea of 8 counts in each section, and then we repeat D. So we're doing D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to 8, and then we just repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The E is the fun one where we're going to tap overhead for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the actions and the pattern of the music as I've created it in this resource. Some teaching tips for our younger learners are to take each section just by itself. So I would take the action, especially if this is your first time doing rhythm sticks. So if they haven't had a lot of experience and you're doing this with preschool, for example, or kindergarten, we're just going to practice tapping down. You might just want to use a hand drum or just say follow me and then count to 8 and just keep repeating until you feel like everybody gets it. Then we can combine it with the B section and we can tap TTs or 2 sounds on the beat. You can count that 2 different ways. You could go 1, 2, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and, or you can do the 2 counts the other way I showed it. Then after I taught those 2 actions, I would put them together. I would do A, B, back to A, and I probably would turn on the music or play some kind of music for them to practice. So we're going to play 8 counts on the A, down. Then we're going to tap 8 counts in front of us, playing TT. And then we're going to go back down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to help them transition from the A to the B and also get the A and B really strong for them. Then I would teach them the C, the high to the low, tapping down, because they'll need a little practice estimating how many taps so they don't end up down on the ground too fast. So you might say 1, 2, 3, 4 at your nose, 5, 6, 7, 8 at your toes. Then I would practice A to C just so they have a little practice. You can take this as slow or fast as you want. I'm just giving you some ideas on how to break it down for younger children. Now we're going to do section D, and that's tapping to the left and the right, or the right and the left. And I wouldn't worry too much about if they're getting the left and right down the first time or even second time, depending on the age of the students that you're working with. I'd be more focused on tapping 1 time here, 1 time here, 1 time here, 1 time here. Then you can go through and you can combine that with the C, because that's what comes before D. You could do the high to low and then do this. Next we do the E, which is tapping over our head. We have to be careful so we don't tap our own head. And then rolling, maybe start with a slow roll until they have more control over what they're doing. And as we've talked about with our younger learners, you know, they're still developing those fine motor skills and holding things like tight. And we don't want them flipping or tossing them on accident. So we can go nice and slowly and roll it down to our toes. The next thing to do would be to have them do each of the actions without the music and follow the pattern. So I would have them actually count, especially with my 2nd and 3rd graders. I'd count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd go through the whole thing, counting out loud, then we would turn on the music. I hope that gives you some teaching ideas to help you make this a very fun activity for your students. Now let's get on to how it looks with the music. I kept this rhythm stick activity simple so that our younger learners could do it too. and it's a great activity to focus on beat and add in a little rhythm. We have the up and down movement and the cross body movement going on, so it's really good for that too. I hope this works in your classroom. Drop me a comment and let me know how it went for you and your young ones, if it was too hard, if it was just right. I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the Sing Play Create channel. Don't forget that this is a freebie in the free resource library. We also have lots of rhythm stick activities, and you might want to check out the copy bar rhythm stick activity. It's one of our most popular videos found right here on this channel. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music.